Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to the Monday Morning Recap, everybody. Brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Did well on some of the unders in the NFL this weekend and lost on Cam Young yet again.
Yep.
He was in the lead.
The funniest thing about that tournament was Matt Kuchar went back this morning to finish.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen on live television, where he
saved
just walked
himself,
off the course.
I think $58,000. Made par today.
God.
Yeah.
He watches every penny, that guy. He's the one that doesn't tip his caddies or anybody else.
Yeah, he's notorious for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then Cam Young can fuck all the way off for the end of time. I'm all good on him.
I'm good on Max Grayserman, too.
Yeah, all good on both of those guys. But the Olympics rocked, at least. They were fun to bet on if you could get in on them. The time zone fucked up a lot of people regarding the Olympics. We'll start with two of the big ones on Saturday. Team USA barely pulled it out in basketball.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the high jump.
No.
They were going to split the gold medal, and he said no.
We can chat about that because it's happened in the past, and it's fun. I like that you said no.
It was 25 minutes of nobody clearing the bar.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was right before the game, too.
Hey, dude, that's what the Olympics used to be, bro. You know, it went as long as it went.
But we talked about this on Softcore last night. Fuck splitting the gold. If neither of you can get over the bar, you split the silver.
You both
and there's
get the
just no gold awarded that year.
Yeah, or they just summarily execute both participants.
Yeah, just kill them both, and that would be fine.
Didn't do your job.
But
send them to the coal mines.
Exactly.
The white dude won.
He did. He did win.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, is it?
Fucking Kiwis.
Yeah, too bad.
I have beef with New Zealand now.
Do you?
Yeah, they kind of cost us. We're now tied with China for the gold medal count.
Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
that.
we blew them out and everything else, but I've got beef with New Zealand in general because of all this stupid haka bullshit, pretending like they're tough, and they haven't been in a war in like 1,000 years.
That's my favorite thing when we play New Zealand in basketball. Is they do the haka dance for like 15 minutes, and then
they lose by
50.
80.
Yeah.
Fucking get out of here, dude. Do you want to go with men's basketball or women's basketball first?
Let's start with men's because with men's, look, if you don't have Steph Curry, I don't think you win that game, first of all. Second of all,
either of the last two games, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the Serbia game, more so than that.
I think we still win that game. I was never threatened by France. When we were watching the Serbia game, though,
we were like, fuck.
We were live on air doing Drinkin' Bros, and we were just watching on the phone. We weren't really paying attention to
Steph
Drinkin'
Curry
Bros,
hitting
but
fucking 93s like that towards the end.
So, no, he hit most of them in the beginning. He kept us in the game.
Yeah.
Kept us in the game in the Serbia game.
I think he scored.
The gold medal game, he scored, 12 points in
and it was
a minute,
dope,
12 seconds?
It was really fun. But, I was never threatened by France. Even when they got to, like, one possession, I'm like, they don't have the dudes. They don't have the shooters.
You were never going to stop us from getting buckets.
No.
Which is, like, I think they could only rally so far. But either way, it was a joy to actually, like, root for Steph Curry. Not, like, watch Steph Curry or be, like, passively rooting for him where I put money on him, but, like, actually, like, emotionally invested.
And every time a shot went up, it was like,
it was
buckets.
Really nice. Living in Oakland at the height of the Warriors' success was fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
because when I got there, they sucked. It was 2013.
Yeah,
right. And
I love that Baron Davis team.
Yeah,
gross.
It was not good. And then
first 8 seed to beat a 1.
Curry had just come back from his ankle injury that year. So in 2013, I think 12 he missed. So. They were okay. I think they made the playoffs but got bounced pretty easily in the first round. And then 13-14, they did. I think they went to the second round. I'm like, okay, these guys are all right. We'll see how this goes.
That was still the Mark Jackson years?
Yeah. And then the first year that Kerr comes in, that's when I started going to games. I went to like 15, 20, 30 games a year for the next like 5 years. And at no point in any game did I ever feel like they couldn't win it no matter how much they were down.
Yeah.
And it was weird because they had this one, I don't remember which year it was. I think it was 16, 17, the year that they won 73 games. I think they were down by 15 or more in the third quarter 20 times and won every single game in the regular season.
Dude, that's what. Do you remember LeBron was on JJ Redick's podcast a couple months ago, and he was like, "Who changed the game the most?" And he was like, "Steph Curry." He's like, "It used to be literally if you were up like 12 in the fourth quarter, you're bringing on out the end of the bench, and now it's like it doesn't matter. You have to be up 25 to do that now."
Which is weird because LeBron won MVP, and he actually did stuff that Steph didn't do. Like triple doubles in the Olympics is it's way more rare than anything Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
So I get it, right? And he was kind of the leader of the team.
He was more. I mean,
guess.
Curry really only showed up for the last 2 games. Also, which is,
right. Before that, he was kind of ass.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the biggest story from the men's basketball team in the Olympics is Tatum not playing at all.
Yeah.
Like during the whole thing, he didn't fucking.
Very bizarre, yeah. And I wonder if he was healthy or tired or something.
I don't think it's that.
Halliburton, they said, was not healthy.
Yeah, Halliburton wasn't healthy. I think it was that Kerr had the rotation that he wanted. It's only a 40-minute game. It's not 48, right? It's 40 minutes. I think that Kerr had the rotation he wanted. And look, it's not Little League. Not everybody gets to fucking play.
Right.
Like the 13, 14, 15 man on an NBA roster don't play unless it's a goddamn blowout.
Right.
In most games. That DNP on the box score, that means did not play coach's decision.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, my biggest takeaway was I don't think the U.S. wins after this. I think France is the team to beat going forward.
In 28, so ESPN had an article that was like previewing USA's 28 team. Mm-hmm. It was whelming. It was whelming. I was whelmed by the list of fucking players.
Dude, the horses are coming. We got this.
So
Cooper Flag.
Who are
Cooper
they?
Flag.
Cooper Flag, dude.
Cooper Flag is legit, but I mean France is going to be loaded.
Wemby in 4 years?
Nah.
Oh my God!
And they've had-
How do you stop that?
He's a problem.
They've
I
had
get it.
multiple lottery picks this year,
Hawks,
last year.
the first 2 choices in the draft were both from
They're
France.
they're gonna be dudes.
We're gonna be fine.
I don't think we're going to be
It's
fine.
gonna be tight, and we're losing.
We got fucking Chet coming. He's gonna be the Wemby stopper.
I don't know who the big guy is going to be.
Chet,
and Cooper Flag.
Okay, maybe. We've got plenty of wings. Tyrese Maxey, right?
Maxey was on the list.
Donovan Mitchell. He's 27. He's 27. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's one of the better wings, three-point shooters in the league. He'll be there.
Tyrese Maxey's gonna be on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin Booker will still be there. Anthony Edwards is going to be 26 instead of 22.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Ant and Tatum are like the 2 biggest stars that were like current biggest stars that were listed, and then they had some other maybes. Like they said, like maybe John Moran if he stops playing with his gun on the internet too much.
Maybe we swap out Jaylen Brown for Tatum. Like get
Dude,
Tatum off the
Brown's
team.
got to be on the next one. You would think.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah, but I look at France and I'm like, oh shit,
They've
dude.
got dudes.
They got
can't shoot.
dudes.
They can't shoot.
Give it 4 years.
They shot just fine in that game. I mean, Steph Curry pulled it out in the end, but it was a 1-point game.
Because we were playing
2 minutes left.
Dude, that I will say.
lackadaisical. We were in no hurry.
There was a lot of possessions where I was like, you guys know this is a fucking gold medal game, right?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
Because like there was like balls going out of bounds or like errant passes. I'm like, it's the 4th fucking quarter.
Yep.
You could. I was texting Dan Doko. I was like, you can tell that all of these dudes are like the dudes on their team that they don't have to dive across the floor for balls and shit like that. Which is it is what it is.
LeBron got posterized by the dude from Real Madrid.
It wasn't like he was playing bad defense or got killed. He moved up to take a block and then just he put himself in there. Like he didn't get beat or anything.
Yeah, but you can't let that happen. You're LeBron James.
Whatever.
But he's 40 years old. I think if you don't have his leadership on this team and Steph Curry, I don't know that you even medal.
Oh, dude, forget even leadership. Like he was the fucking point guard.
Yes,
he was. And by the way, the passes he was making in that gold medal game were goddamn insane. But he was the point guard. There was no one else was doing it.
I don't have a problem with giving him MVP because I think what didn't show up on the stat sheet was his leadership, and he was the only one that fucking cared every goddamn game. Even Steph Curry, like you said, the last 2 games he showed up, he wasn't there the rest of it. All the other guys really weren't. I don't know where that motivation comes from in 28.
Anthony Davis played well.
Yeah.
Who's the leader? Who's the leader for the 28 team?
Donovan Mitchell, probably, if I had to guess. Like right now, either him or Anthony Edwards will be the guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Edwards is like a not serious person, though.
Yeah.
At least right
But
now.
he wants to win.
He does.
Like that can be, over the next 4 years, that will be developed into leadership.
And who knows? Like the Timberwolves might win the next NBA title.
Yeah.
Like, so these guys will change.
I still think the T-Wolves, to that point, need to bring in a veteran to teach him how to be a fucking leader.
Yeah.
right? Like that's important. It's an important part of the growing process.
Also,
Like
Rudy Gobert's not teaching him how to do.
No. Michael Jordan wasn't a leader when he came into the league.
Can we claim Cat for the national team? I know it's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Puerto Rican is
we
U.S.
took
territory.
Joel.
No, I think there's a Puerto Rican team.
There
actually,
is.
Yeah,
So
but
if
Puerto
he
Rico
wants
is a
to-
U.S. territory.
If he wants to play for the U.S.,
It's like how Scotland has their own World Cup team.
Yeah.
It's like England, not the UK. or
Oh,
whatever.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. And then the women's, you wanted to bring up the women's match. I watched that as well. Very close. Homegirl stepped on the line there at the end. They won by 1 point. And it was fun as shit to watch. It would have been a lot funner if Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were on the goddamn team.
Yeah, playing together.
Yep.
I mean, that would have been...
And good for your sports.
It would have been really fun. Nice to beat France twice, to ruin their lives twice in 2 days.
In France.
In France. Yeah. The best thing that came out of this women's game is the gold medal ceremony afterwards, where the U.S. national anthem is playing and Brittany Griner is crying while getting her medal put on her neck. Mm-hmm. That is a transformed human being at this point.
She said as much.
Yeah.
After she was like, this one meant the most because my country fought to get me back, so it was nice to fight for my country, or something along those lines.
And it was nice to see. And, like, if you haven't been to the Olympics or gone, like, you really are patriotic, no matter what country you're from. And it is a fucking blast. I think Paris did a great job. It looked beautiful. There was no interruptions.
Yeah, we need to keep the Olympics and the World Cup in countries that have the infrastructure to do so.
Yes. And that was another big takeaway for me where, like, besides people pooping in the river, but obviously you can't stop your own dum-dums from doing that.
That river just is poop.
And also,
they tried to deep.
I mean, we've got
weeks.
the East River in New York too. Let's not pretend like we don't have Poop River.
Well, we're not swimming in that goddamn thing.
there's really
better
no,
not.
there's no reason for us to really build that many stadiums and stuff.
It should
for the
rotate
Olympics.
between like 20 countries.
Yeah, go to countries like Japan, us,
Korea,
France, like
Germany,
that already
yeah.
have the things already built.
Yeah. You do not need. I mean, look, I thought that the Wild Dogs that run Sochi could have done a worse job in building the infrastructure there, but it doesn't need to be there.
And in LA, the way it's currently set up, just having lived there for so many years, it's a layup there. I mean, you got the Coliseum.
Although
the weather will be beautiful all year round. There's going to be 2 NBA courts within about 10 miles of each other. So if you want to put women in one, men in the other, whatever the fuck you're going to do with all that shit.
Aren't they doing the swimming where the Chargers play?
With SoFi Stadium.
Yeah,
if they did, it would be fucking
They're doing track
dope.
and field at SoFi for
Okay.
sure.
Oh, that'd be great.
Also, but you know what's weird? So, like I said on the other show on Drinkin' Bro on Fake News, softball is a sport.
Yep.
In 28, which is sweet. I can't wait.
But
to
they're
watch
playing that in
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, that's why they have the
it's-
Women's College World
yeah.
Series, but like LA can handle that.
Easily.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
That would be
Wait,
so.
are there
They want crowds. The
softball
reason they're doing it is
stadiums?
for crowds.
Like those stadiums in Oklahoma City are built for that size stadium to put a crowd into.
I would be curious to see. I mean, you could build one or put it in Dodger Stadium or Angel Stadium.
Yeah,
or
but then you
something.
got to put fucking bleachers on the grass, and I'm not sure how the grounds crew feel about that.
Yeah, I guess
shit.
it's
I
summer.
think
Although
it's-
I did go to a Dodgers game one time when fucking Scott Stapp was out there. They were perfectly fine putting grandstands out there, but not for like 2 straight weeks.
It's simply
I
off
went
crowd.
to a Springsteen concert there and was running around the
They do,
fucking
but it's like for an
outfield.
hour. It's not for like 2 straight weeks.
They know they can
Right.
sell out in Oklahoma, though.
Well, the other thing,
100%
too, is like not
capacity.
all the events are there. For surfing for the Olympics, it was in Tahiti, for example. So even though it was a Paris Games, the surfing was still in Tahiti. There is a couple events there. I don't mind that much. And if you want to show off what women's softball really is, like, why not have it there? Like,
I mean,
that doesn't bother me
the
that much.
U.S. is going to win every game by like the whatever the mercy rule is. Do other countries even play softball?
Yeah.
Canada.
No, there's a bunch. Japan, China, they've all got teams. All of them had teams at one point.
None of them are going to be anywhere close to the
Central
Americas.
America, South America, they've all got teams.
I mean, I just know-
Australia.
It isn't like so. It's not like with Major League Baseball. There are farm systems all over the world, right? There are recruiting and farm
Academies.
systems everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just not like that in softball. Like if you look at, first of all, there's no such thing as Major League Softball, really.
Right.
There's definitely no minor league softball. And in baseball, there's there's 5 levels of minor leagues plus all the other shit. Mexico has its own league. Japan has its own
KBL.
league. Korea has its own
Yeah.
league. Canada has its own league. Not Canada.
With softball too, as you know, I watched the Women's College World Series.
Die Hard.
Saw me doing it. It's all Americans, as far as
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
of all the games I watched, and I watched a fair amount, like this past year because Missouri was in it. So it seems like all American chicks.
Yeah. The closest thing you could come to not being like when I say American, I'm talking about Mexican, black people, and white people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Hawaiians that are Polynesian that end up playing as well. No, when I say a lot, I mean there's a couple, right? But it's mostly just like mainland or American people. I just don't know. When's the last time softball was in the Olympics?
Not that long ago. 'Cause, like Jenny Finch played.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
No, Jenny Finch played 8 years ago?
No. But Jenny Finch did play in the Olympics.
Oh, I remember that.
She actually did play on that team 8 years ago. Actually, 2016.
I don't know.
I think it was 2016
she's
she
old.
played.
But Jenny Finch and Lisa Hernandez played on that 90
So it started
2000 team, I think.
Started in 96, and then I think the last one was 08. Is what
Oh,
I'm
shit.
saying.
All right. That was wrong.
Yeah. It was yeah.
Okay.
08 was the last one.
But
But I
I'm
like
lo-
that we're giving ourselves a gold medal again.
Yeah.
Same, and
Just
I don't
juice
mind
the
that.
numbers, yeah.
And
Let's
I
have
don't mind
American
trying
football,
new
too.
sports. Yeah. I don't like the fucking
Flag football.
That's dumb.
7-on-7 Texas style.
Gross.
Oh, actually, you know what? Japan won the gold in 2008.
Did they really? Look at
Interesting.
That, dude. Look at that.
Interesting.
Dude, they just low key always win. I mean, they just won the World Baseball Classic. They'll probably win the gold medal in fucking baseball in 2028 because our pros never go. It's
Yeah.
not like the
Sad.
NHL.
That doesn't matter.
So we'll send some randos, and they'll send like the best dudes in the Japanese league, and we'll just
We'll
be.
send our college guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We lost the gold medal match 3-1.
Fuck.
In what?
Softball to Japan, which is funny because in the semifinals we beat Japan 4-1. Then they went to the
Loser bracket.
the loser bracket and then fucking came back and won.
Damn.
Look at them, dude.
Tough to beat them twice.
Sure is.
Hard to win too.
Sure is. Breakdancing, awful. Glad that that's gone. You said that on fake news earlier.
Yeah.
Pour one
Oh,
out.
actually, another new sport that will be fun: cricket.
Oh, shit. That actually will be. That'll be big crowds.
I don't know how you do cricket though. And the Olympics is what, 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to start at day one.
A cricket match can go for 4 fucking days.
Yes. You
Yeah.
got to start at
Like
day
at
one.
I don't think it's very common
Are they
that it
going to
goes
do it
4
like
days, but it does
7-on-7
happen.
rugby, where it's just a shorter game?
Or do you have to play multiple matches in a single day, right?
Maybe.
Or not multiple matches, but you have to complete a match in a day, which means you could go 4 rounds in one day. Fuck that. That's a lot. I mean,
is a
you're
lot.
gonna get fucked up. doing
Also,
that
the
shit.
U.S. Cricket team.
Or
We're
they
on
just
the
start.
come up.
They just
Yeah.
start earlier.
They could, yeah. I don't know if that's. I'm sure there's a precedent for that for an
Yeah.
event that
There
takes
is.
longer.
So they've started events before the Olympics start. They did it this year with women's soccer. Women's soccer also won, by the way. That was a shocker to me. I watched
Dansby's
that
wife,
game.
baby. Yeah, they were not favored, right, to win it all.
One, they were not favored. 1, 2. Brazil, that first half was going bombs away, and man, they took like 30 shots. USA has an elite defense, and then they skated through, got 1 goal, held on to it, and brought the gold home. It's been a while. It's been a while for the U.S. women's team.
Fucking
They're all new people.
We got all the old heads out.
they're all done.
Mal Swanson.
Yep.
It's Dansby's wife, baby.
Rodman was pretty fucking good. Dennis Rodman's daughter was pretty fucking good in it, and then there's a new Hope Solo goalie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hope.
Somebody posted. I think didn't Swanson won like player of the tournament or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it's
I
called.
would hope so. She scored.
She scored like 5 goals.
She did, yeah. But like somebody posted a picture. So the day they
It was
won
Fox.
gold,
It was on baseball.
It was on Fox,
Yeah.
yeah. On the same day, Dansby got his 1,000th hit in Major League Baseball, and they posted them side by side, but they used a picture of some completely different woman.
Yeah.
Which is
Whoopsies.
tells you how much people care about women's soccer. To be honest, I mean that's one for us. That's like Japan with baseball. It's like we just go out and win that one.
Usually. It'd been a while, but good for them. All the way around, U.S. tied China for most gold medals.
Is that settled? Isn't there still something with that gymnast that they're trying?
I don't know. There's
No,
somewhere-
she had the bronze medal. So
Okay.
overall medals it'll affect, but we're up by 30, so that one really doesn't matter. But golds,
We won.
It was we tied with China, and it was over the guy who those two fucking guys who
Couldn't get over the bar.
I respect him for doing that.
split the
though.
medal.
Don't
split it.
Don't take it. Yeah.
I just split it. Like, nobody's going to know who you are. This is what I told my wife. Nobody's going to know who you are in this. But what is going to matter is you saying, I'm a gold medalist from the Olympics, and you can carry that medal around the rest of your life.
Right, but I
It's
don't want
fucking
them to
awesome.
get the full medal. I actually want it
Yeah, they
cut
do
in
need
half.
to cut
in
in
half.
half. Yes.
Like King Solomon.
I don't agree with that. But they said, fuck it, and no. I forget which one it was who said, no, I'm not going to do this, and we're going to keep jumping. But
It was the American.
what, didn't it go for like 3.5 hours?
It was so long. It felt like that.
Crazy.
Because I was just waiting for the goddamn U.S. gold medal game.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was on before. I'm like, who is watching this?
I
Why is
know.
this
Get
on the
this
main
off
channel?
my screen.
Yeah.
I know. Get it off my fucking screen. Got some sponsors real quick who are brought to you by, and then we'll get into the rest of the hits here. First and foremost, mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch, get into the action today with MyBookie. Chatted with them the other day, Bob and I did, and they are going to do some type of bonus structure for returning customers there. We're working on that now because all of us have to reload our account from time to time, so it should count. We should get some goddamn bonuses, so they're working on that.
There should be some exciting stuff for the super users, returning users, all that type of shit.
Yeah, and we got everything across the board is pretty much up line-wise. First week of NFL lines are up. First 2 weeks of college football lines are up, which is
We've had
fucking wild to me.
massive swing in the presidential campaign.
Yes, we have.
Kamala Harris, now your favorite.
On MyBookie?
Minus 115, she's now the favorite.
You're kidding me.
Trump's minus 110. It's essentially a pick 'em, but
now I'll take
Harris
that
is
action.
technically the favorite. And you could have got Harris right before Biden dropped out at like 10-1.
Oh, but
that would have been juicy.
Longer than that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to win, but hopefully.
It makes me worry that Vegas thinks so, though.
I just like value. All right.
No, that's bait, dude.
I'll take it then. I'll take Trump on that.
Yeah, that's
110.
It's good. That's bait for dum-dums betting on Harris.
Is he getting plus 110?
No, he's minus 110.
He's minus 110.
Oh,
So
he's
it's
minus
essentially-
115.
So it's a pick 'em, essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
It's bait. It's trying to get more people. And look, smart move on their part, frankly.
I'm betting. Look, it was 4-1 Trump, so I wasn't betting on that.
But
Which
now
fuck
it's
that.
every side is Harris's favorite.
I know. But that's
tells
what
me
all the media is
something.
telling
Here's
you.
why they're getting ahead.
Well, too.
This is Vegas does this every election cycle, by the way. They're getting ahead of the convention. So their convention is next week, and they're going to get a bump out of that. It'll last for about 2 weeks, and a bunch of people are going to make a bunch of bets. And then by sometime in late September, she'll be plus money again. And they'll be like, what the fuck, man?
I don't get it. All right, I'm in. I'll bet on it. You're going to have my money as soon as the show's
Honestly, you
over.
might as well
MyBookie.
wait till middle of the convention.
Yeah, that's when.
Oh,
that's
you're
when
going
you'll have
higher.
Yeah.
Actually,
Smart.
right after,
Yeah,
like
Trump at
Smart.
plus
Yeah.
the day after, the Monday after the convention, she'll probably be. I don't know what Trump will be, if it'll change his that much, but she'll probably be at like
Minus 150, 145.
no, like minus 200 probably. I would guess.
That's got to be
That'd be a 2-to-1 odds.
That'd be an absolute peak.
Yeah,
That would be
minus
it'll.
200.
That's when it'll peak. It'll be one day after the convention ends.
But yeah,
That's
you
when
could
it'll
probably
peak.
get Trump at maybe plus 110, plus 100.
Maybe you'll get plus money on him. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to move off of minus 110. I think that's
Yeah.
or maybe 105. But still, like money's money.
Can't
Yeah.
believe it, man. Holy shit. I didn't see that. So yeah, fuck. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Make sure to use that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. I've been taking unders in fucking NFL games and housing it, but that's disgusting. And I'm a disgusting person, so whatever. Next up, we got firstform.com/Drinkin' Bros. Just took the microfactors on the show. Only down to 2 in my box here, but I've got another one ready to go. The microfactors are amazing there. It's got the big 6 in this box right here that you're seeing on your YouTube screen. Little door that opens, little pouch that pulls out. Got all the essentials in there. Got the CoQ10s, antioxidants, multivitamins, fruits and veggies, EFAs, and the probiotics. They're also a fantastic protein company, D'Anthony. Tell them about it. What are you taking, the red velvet cake?
No, actually, it's been mint chocolate chip lately.
Okay.
Very good with a little bit of milk. Mm-hmm. Or
Throw it into some plain Greek yogurt.
yeah, with a little
mix
bit of
it up.
milk, mix it up.
Yeah.
That's. I've been eating that at night a little bit. It depends on the night, but yeah, it's really good.
I had their liver detox today. Huge fan of all of their products over there, and their energy drinks are lights out. Head on over to firstform.com/Drinkin' Bros today. You're going to get free shipping on orders over $75, and that is spelled 1STPHORM. Firstform.com/Drinkin' Bros. Next up, we got bioproteintech.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros gets you $30 off your first order. Guys, here's where your hormones suck. If you're listening to this, chances are you might be one of the countless guys who are out there struggling to see the results you want in the gym, in the mirror, even in the bedroom. Most guys are focused on testosterone. However, that's only 50% of the answer. Without adequate growth hormone and its end result growth factors, you can't even optimally absorb the testosterone you have, no matter if it's synthetic or natural. That's where BioPro Plus comes in. BioPro Plus fills you out what you're missing to help maximize your performance in the gym, even how you look in the mirror without any needles, side effects, doctor visits, all at a fraction of the cost of the synthetic treatments. BioPro Plus is getting real guys, real results really fast. Head on over to bioproteintech.com to learn more or click the link in the audio description. And also don't forget to use the promo code Drinkin Bros for $30 off your first order. Been taking it for about 8-ish months now. I love it. And the skin looks nice as well. Last but not least, drinkinbrostickets.com. Man, my kids wanted to go to fucking WWE Raw, and then you told me that, and I was like, is it tonight?
Fuck school.
I know, school starts here tomorrow for them, so I was really debating this before the show started, calling my wife and saying, hey, let me take them. But then we wouldn't be back until 11:30. They'd be all jacked up because somebody got thrown through a fucking table in front of them, and I'm thinking against it now. However, we offer the tickets on the site. If you're in Austin and want to go tonight, feel free. Go to drinkinbrostickets.com. Tickets for everything across the board. We see the orders that are coming in. So it's college football, baseball, Olympics. People went to the Olympics over there. Any sports, concert, rodeo you can imagine in the nation is on there at drinkinbrostickets.com. About $10 cheaper than StubHub. All right, new college AP poll came out here today. One big change in the top 5 that I thought was unusual. Other than the coaches poll. So they got Georgia at 1, Ohio State at 2, Oregon at 3, and then Texas at 4. Oregon flip-flopped with Texas there in that one.
Oregon's better.
Are they?
Well, Texas lost their running back for the year.
Texas lost their top running back for the year.
So he's out?
And actually, so did A&M.
Yeah, so did A&M.
I know, I saw A&M's lost there.
Texas has a couple of more running backs. I mean, to be honest, this isn't always true in college football. I think it is for a couple of schools where a running back injury is not the end of the world. Michigan, it's true. And Texas, it's true.
Yeah.
It's a much bigger deal in college.
Yeah, it is. Just generally speaking, in college, it's a much bigger deal. But for those two teams, they usually have like 3 or 4 fucking outstanding running backs on their team. I mean, Michigan's been running 2 out a year for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, and it does matter. You're right. Ohio State lost all 6 one year, so that was fun. Had a good time with that. So is that why they flip-flop this order?
I would imagine so, yeah. Okay. Nobody's coming back from losing 6.
I mean, also, you got to, and that actually, with Texas, too, that's actually a kind of a fucking problem, right? So they just lost their whole wide receiver room just because of the draft and shit like that.
Yeah, they went to the NFL.
And now they lose their best running back. Like, that's a fucking bitch for Quinn Ewers, man. Like,
it is.
That's rough.
We'll see if he's a leader or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to find out week 2 at Michigan.
Plus,
that's going to be a tough place to play.
Has to go through a SEC schedule while playing Michigan. Oregon, Ohio State, they got to play each other. They're going to play each other probably twice, maybe 3 times in the playoffs.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. I think it's interesting to see how this sets up here because Georgia could have a loss by October 12th because they got a really difficult schedule this year for the first
teams
time
are going to have 2 or 3 losses and make the playoffs.
Yes, and that could be Ohio State and Oregon at 1 and 2 when it comes to October 12th. At that point, then, because I don't think Ohio State or Oregon has a tough schedule up until that game. To be honest with you, so I think they breeze through the first 6.
Well, no, Oregon has 1.
Oregon's got to play Oregon State. Civil War.
I can't.
You can. It's a giant rivalry.
It's different. We'll see, though, because it's so much earlier in the season than normal. Yeah. I wonder what that game's going to be.
Well, not only that, but Oregon State lost everybody to transfer because they're not in a real division. So where do they end up going?
They lost the best quarterback in the nation.
They lost their coach.
They did.
Sure did.
DJ, I mean, he's going to be in the playoffs this year.
He's not.
Boy, dude.
No, he's going to throw for 2,600 yards.
You're going to hear more ukulele than a fucking Moana soundtrack this year,
2,600 yards.
That's my Heisman Trophy winner right there with Florida State.
Yeah.
Put all your money on
He'll be the first Heisman Trophy winner ever with less than 3,000 yards passing.
Yeah.
He'll have 1,000.
He better run for 2,000 yards.
Well, that's not even true. Eric Crouch, I probably had like 8 yards passing.
Dude, there were so many just Oklahoma quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
There was a lot, but shit, dude. It'll be interesting to watch. I don't want to see a team though play 3 times in a row. Like 3 times in the playoffs would fucking
I don't know. It
suck.
depends on how the games go.
Because you don't.
I mean, if they're wars every time and it's won a different way every time, we've seen stuff like that. Not in college, but in the NFL, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, if it's 3-0, that won't be exciting.
No, but it won't be.
I don't know. It's very unusual because looking through this top 10 here, I'll just read them off. for the AP. Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, and Florida State round out the top 10. Looking at it, Georgia could have multiple losses because it's a very tough schedule, and two of their toughest games are on the road. They're at Alabama, and then they're at Texas here. Coming up, Ohio State's got Oregon. They got Penn State, Michigan.
Penn State's at
8.
Their defense is going to be great, like it always is, but they won't be able to score.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, it's really all up to Drew Allar at this point.
I think that's going to be an interesting game. It's kind of early, isn't it? The Ohio State-Penn State game? Like it's October?
No, yeah, well, early. No, it'll be the third week of October.
It's always the third week of.
Okay.
Yeah. That's at Penn State.
So, yeah, I mean, Ohio State.
Actually, no, it's November 2nd.
Okay, so it's even later than that.
A little bit later, yeah.
So Ohio State will know it's a quarterback situation by then, one way or the other.
Yes.
It would be worse if they caught him earlier because Penn State's defense is going to be a nightmare for anybody, including
And
a young quarterback or
Ohio State will still score like 24 points and win by 2 scores.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, that's the first real game that Penn State plays. I mean, they play USC at USC, but USC fucking sucks.
Yes.
So,
Yes, they're going to butt fuck.
like, it's still, they're 23rd on this ranking.
Who,
Like,
USC?
By name, but just because of their
They
name.
will be gone.
Yeah,
They
there's-
will be fucking gone.
Put
dude.
some
but then
respect
after-
on the
so-
Trojans.
Ohio State is the only good team that Penn State even plays all year. They play Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, Maryland after that, and before that it's UCLA, Illinois, Kent State, Bowling Green, and West Virginia. They're probably only going to lose one game.
Do they have to
in
go to
regular
West
season.
Virginia?
Do they have to go to Washington?
Yeah, and it's the first game too, so that could be a trap game.
Do they have to go to Washington?
No, it's at home.
Okay.
Washington's not winning in State
Yeah.
College.
So first off,
Probably not.
USC
I think Penn State is in.
They go at Wisconsin. We don't know if Wisconsin year to year. It's like the squad looks okay on paper, and then
Sure.
they show up and they score
Fickell's
fucking
gonna
6
turn that
points.
program
Penn
around.
State had the highest probability of being an at-large playoff team from what I saw.
Yeah.
On
And I think they will.
Yeah.
I think they will.
But-
I mean, to be honest, we'll see. They're probably going to be. I don't know that Oregon doesn't have to. If Oregon has 2 losses, then if Oregon gets beat by Ohio State as well, I don't know how's the tiebreaker work for who goes to the championship, to the Big Ten championship.
well, we've never
If
done.
both have a fucking interconference loss,
It's a future Big Ten problem.
But here's the thing: it was split up into 2, so it was the East and West.
yeah,
or
but
whatever
now
the
it's
fuck you
not.
call it.
Right?
No,
Now
it's
It's
not.
just top 2, right?
So how do you do that?
I don't know.
And
Same
that's
way the
the
Big 12's
answer.
been doing it. I don't know. You just figure out a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I forget what it
points
is.
or something?
Certainly, they would have come up with. If it's points, then Penn State's going to lose. But if it's differential, then they might have a chance.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Because Bowling Green and Kent State and Illinois aren't scoring any points against
No.
Penn State. Those are shutouts, basically, right? Same thing with Purdue, probably, although it is at Purdue.
But essentially, who are Oregon's losses on the schedule? Possibly Ohio State, possibly Washington.
And Ohio State's not going into Oregon and beating Ohio. They're not beating the Ducks.
Yeah, they sure are.
Oh, yeah,
they're going to win by 2 touchdowns in that fucking game.
They're really not.
They are.
Oregon,
In Eugene, it's not happening.
Oregon's
We'll be there.
Oregon's at Michigan too.
I'm
We'll
interested to
see. TBD on
Yeah.
that. Like Michigan's probably going to be pretty good.
I think Michigan's going to beat Texas or give Texas a fucking crazy game, and
Maybe.
people are going to get too high on Michigan, and they're going to kind of fart through the
We'll
back
see.
half
But
of it.
if Oregon loses to Ohio State and Michigan, Penn State will be in the Big Ten championship game, and they'll be a playoff team.
I think they're a playoff team regardless.
I don't think
Probably,
yeah.
but
you don't. There's no more than 2 losses on that schedule.
No.
Growing up a
it's-
Penn State fan, I know disappointment when I see it. They're going to disappoint.
Well, this is what the 12-team playoff is. It's going to give hope to people that shouldn't have hope.
Right.
I think
I don't think it's necessary to go
But I
beyond
mean,
4.
it's going to be fun for the G5, like a Memphis.
100%. Why not?
Memphis' only tough game is Florida State. They're probably going to lose that game, but they could run the table, go 11-1, make the playoffs.
yeah, there won't be a scenario again where even a G5 team goes undefeated and doesn't get a shot to go into the tournament.
they will always be in the tournament now.
So you can't pull that 2017
Unless there's
bullshit anymore.
2 G5 teams that are undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think there needs to be just a G5 championship game.
A playing game.
Yeah, a playing game for the G5.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, they'd be incredible.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I'd like that too. Just so I have something to gamble on and root for. They're not winning the fucking national championship or anything. Going down the rest of the list, Missouri still at 11 in both polls. Utah at 12. LSU, Clemson, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Miami, Texas A&M, even after losing the running back, Arizona, Kansas, USC, NC State, and Iowa. Pretty close to the
A lot
other
of Big
poll.
12 teams at the end of there.
Yeah, I mean, look, USC is going to be gone. They're going to start the season 1 and 2. LSU is going to murder them week 1. They're gone. There was a couple others in there. I can't remember now.
A&M's at 20, but they're kind of fucked right now. I don't know what they're going to do about that running back situation.
Well, they open against Notre Dame, so that'll.
Boy,
Figure it out.
that's a loss. That's
Well,
probably
it's at home, I
It's
think.
at A&M.
they can't run the ball now, right? I mean, they're going to have somebody running the ball,
Yeah.
obviously, but we don't know who it is.
They will have 2 great advantages in that game. 1, their crowd's always tough, and 2, it'll be a fucking 1,000 degrees.
It's true, yeah. It'll still be pretty warm then.
Yeah. But shit, we're close. When does week 0 start?
It's like
Next-
2 weeks.
No, I think it's next week.
Next week would be week 0 because the week after is week 1.
Oh, thank
It is.
God. Thank,
So we're almost back,
thank
dude.
God. I can't.
Yeah, the
What's
first
the week 0 games here, just so we know
me-
we're working with?
the first game. Well, this is week 1. Show me week 0.
August
Yeah, but you're
24th
out
is
of
what
the top
I'm.
25.
Oh, that's top 25.
No,
Let me just go.
I'm back to FBS now. Hang on.
I'm seeing August 24th for week 1. Come on, ESPN.
They get rid of week 0?
12.
Have we
12
nuked
days.
week 0?
No.
Are we sure?
Well, technically, all the
no.
games before Saturday are week 0.
It's usually a Hawaii game.
So
Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm seeing August 24th.
It's 24th.
Yeah.
So the first game of the
dude.
season is August 24th. The first game at all is Florida State at Georgia Tech. I mean,
I need a fucking Hawaii Vanderbilt game a week before. I just do.
So do I, but
I need
there's
Hawaii
gotta-
in like
there's gotta
30
be.
points.
This is
Here are
incorrect.
the here are
No,
the
no,
four
I'm
here are
seeing
the 4
August
week 0
24th.
here are the week 0 games. Florida State at Georgia Tech, Montana State at New Mexico, SMU at Nevada, and then Delaware State at Hawaii.
That's correct. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of because we're on the 29th, so that's
Yes.
5 days later. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Who's the matchup? One more time. Repeat it.
So Florida State at Georgia Tech is in Ireland.
Great. That's
That's
ranked.
the-
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
ranked game, and I
Yeah,
care.
it's
Yeah.
an Aer Lingus game. And then SMU at Nevada will be fun.
How are we not going to Ireland?
We need a
Well,
better.
we need a game. Is
We
what
need a better game,
Yeah.
yeah.
Last year we got Notre Dame Air Force. That was a terrible game.
Yeah.
Remember we
Year
bet all
before-
our money on it.
like putting
won by 45.
putting Notre Dame, Ohio State, or Notre Dame, Oregon
yeah.
for game 1, and we'll fucking go to Ireland.
Yes.
for
Then
that.
we'll go.
And I'll probably get arrested for saying weird shit on the internet.
Hell
That's
yeah.
true.
Georgia Tech, by the way, is a sleeper. What's the spread on that?
12.
It's
12?
12. Florida State's a 12-point favorite.
They're not.
Take Georgia Tech.
No,
dude.
that's a mistake.
And you do have Delaware
I don't believe in
State.
ukulele. And ukulele in Ireland.
They're just going to run the ball, although
Ukulele.
he is incompetent.
What you need to believe in is Mike Norvell, because Mike Norvell is a top 10 coach.
Is he gonna-
I do believe in him.
I believe in him to give
Not plus
ukulele
12.
2 or 3 fucking weeks to suck and then replace him with a real quarterback.
It's the redemption tour.
Who else is on there?
Last year was
Sure.
supposed to be the goddamn redemption
No,
tour.
I'm saying for Florida State.
Oh,
since they
yeah.
got left out of the playoff.
SMU at Nevada, I like that. SMU is a dark horse for the ACC championship. I think they're going to make the ACC championship game potentially.
Them
Because the
and
ACC sucks is the main reason.
What time is that Ireland game?
The Ireland game's at 11 a.m. local. It looks like our time.
Wait.
man,
I
I'm
forgot
bricked
SMU's
up.
in the ACC. You think SMU's going to make the ACC championship game?
There is a chance.
There's I think, a 1% chance.
They are possibly the third best team in the ACC.
They play Nevada, Houston Christian, BYU. TCU could be a hard game. Florida State, they're losing.
TCU's a rivalry game. That's always tough.
TCU, they may. Who knows? It's,
else?
It's at home. Florida State, they're losing that game.
That's a loss.
At Louisville, that might be a loss,
That's a loss.
too.
Nah.
At Stanford, at Duke,
Dub.
Pitt.
Dub.
Pitt's at home, so you never know. Pitt's at home, so they'll be fine. Boston College at home. At Virginia, that's nothing. Cal, yeah, they'll probably lose 2 or 3 games.
But only the
conference
ACC games
games.
matter for the.
Yeah, so they'll lose to Florida State and they'll lose to
Yeah, Florida State matters. Louisville matters.
Louisville.
That's the only other one I
Yeah.
see. That's like a for sure, like a dangerous game.
But they avoid
it's
Clemson.
it's a favorable schedule.
Yeah, what's Miami's schedule? Because they're ranked right now.
University of Miami?
Yeah, at Florida. Meh.
Gross.
Florida has to win that game too.
They will
They're not going to.
They're not going
Florida
to.
has to win that game.
Cam Ward is their quarterback, right?
Florida's beating Miami.
It's
yeah,
at.
I
it's-
think Florida's
it's-
beating Miami.
No, I think Miami's beating Florida.
It's at Florida, but it's not actually at in
it
Gainesville,
like
right?
Camping World?
Oh no, is it Ben Hill? Yeah, okay. It's actually at Gainesville in Gainesville. Florida A&M, Ball State, South Florida, Virginia Tech, Cal, Louisville, maybe. But I think
know what we're
Miami's
doing
better
right
than
now?
Louisville.
Boys are just sitting by reading schedules.
I love that.
We're
I can do
bad.
that all day. I can do that all fucking day.
Yeah.
Florida State, they're losing that one.
By the way, Louisville-
Miami's not beating Florida State.
Louisville receiving votes.
I only see one loss on this, unless they get upset by Miami in week 1. I only see one loss on this Miami.
It's the best time of the
schedule.
year. You just give yourself hope. You're like, oh, that's a win.
I don't.
Everybody's-
I couldn't
maybe
care.
a loss there.
Couldn't care less about Miami.
Can I
honestly.
give you a dark horse that I don't even know if they got votes, but I think is going to make some noise and fuck up some people's year, maybe even Missouri's year, is Auburn. I think Hugh Freeze is.
Well, they should have won the Iron Bowl last year.
Yeah, I think you just don't really want to fuck with the Hugh Freeze team.
Auburn got 2 votes.
Yeah.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, Hugh Freeze is a legit fucking coach.
They should
Auburn.
have won. They should have
Yeah.
beat Alabama, and Alabama would not have made the playoffs. With what was it, 4th and 40?
Yeah.
I don't know their schedule, but they'll lose like an early game to South Alabama. Just somebody they have no business losing to.
They're ranked 42nd, I guess, if you follow this ranking structure.
And then they'll upset somebody's season.
Yeah, but they might pop into the 25 at some point. Like USC's gone. NC State probably won't stay around either.
Again, NC State, they're gonna.
It's a weak-ass schedule,
Yeah.
Iowa's 25th. I doubt. I mean, I don't know what their schedule is actually. Who does Iowa play?
Iowa.
Elite defense. Still.
Hawaii. Oh boy, Illinois State.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was.
Dude,
a
I
thing.
think Auburn
Iowa
is
State,
gonna,
Troy,
They're
Minnesota.
serving hard AF seltzer, so you should
Yeah.
know it. It's coming to the campus.
No, this is Iowa.
No, Illinois State.
Oh,
we
they are.
will be on campus as well there, yes.
Oh, that's week 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm amped about it.
No. I'm talking about Illinois University.
I know.
of
We got
Illinois.
both. We got both
Yeah,
colleges.
I don't care about the other one.
You sure should.
we're
40,000 strong. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Illinois State. We're in Illinois State too.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
At Ohio State, Iowa will probably lose that one. You think,
badly,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Washington doesn't matter where it is; they're losing that. Wisconsin, they'll probably lose that. It's only 3.
We don't have to hear about Iowa anymore because now, mercifully, there's no more divisions in the Big Ten, so you're not going to have Iowa winning the dog shit Western Division constantly.
Yeah, I kind of think Iowa and Purdue and Minnesota should get kicked out of the Big Ten.
Relegated?
Yep.
Who again?
No,
Iowa, Purdue, and Minnesota. Get them out.
those are very much Big Ten teams. We need to get rid of
Old
the,
school Big Ten teams.
Who
Get rid of
cares?
the Rutgers. Get rid of Maryland. Needs to go back. to the
I
ACC.
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Get rid of
Maryland
Rutgers.
is
Get
insane.
rid of Maryland.
Wasn't Maryland in? Well, they were in ACC.
They were in
were they
ACC.
were they ever in the Big East in basketball back in the day?
No, they were ACC for a
Notre
long time.
Dame needs
They
to be
were
a Big Ten team because they're literally
Agreed. They're in
dead center
Indiana.
of the
Yeah.
country.
fucking in Indiana,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
They're a Big Ten team.
Maryland's an old school ACC team, and I remember this because Duke players always said that they were actually the meanest crowd. Like Maryland fans were just like horrible people, and I
mean, it's Ballmer.
Yeah.
Ballmer people.
Also, in basketball, we always say the last Big Ten national championship was Michigan State in 2001 or 2000, whatever that was.
Yeah.
But actually, it's Maryland.
Well,
It's 2002.
yeah, Maryland has the last one.
Well, if you look at all of our titles in the Big Ten, because our run with UCLA when we won 10 in a row at the Big Ten was
It's incredible,
it was
yeah.
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. You got to claim all of those.
We claim all of it now.
Wait, let's see who was on.
We own them.
Noted Big
We
Ten
own the school.
Coach of the Year, John Wooden.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean the best there was in Big Ten history.
I'm looking at who was actually on that Maryland basketball team. Juan Dixon,
Yeah, Juan Dixon was dope.
Earl Badu, god damn, Badu.
I love that team.
That's the only 2 that. Oh, Steve Blake was on that team. Shit.
There you go.
Who was the coach? Gary Williamson?
Yeah, Gary
Something like
Williams.
that.
yeah.
I just liked it. The Big Ten killed Bill Walton. Bill Walton couldn't live in a world without the Pac-10/Pac-12.
and he doesn't have to be alive to see the Pac-12 exist anymore.
Yeah, as soon as he died, like the day before it was official or something.
He
No,
did,
it was
yeah.
the day of the last Pac-12 game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is poetic.
Dak Henson, Ross, you guys will be in Eugene for Ohio State, Oregon. Yes,
Correct.
we will.
Charlie Kirk, I believe, will be our guest.
I'll be
for
in
that
my
show.
Ducks gear.
Yeah, well, if you want to bet, you can
I
wear
probably
an
will as
Ohio
well,
State
actually.
jersey like Charlie Kirk. Actually, shit, if you're coming, we have the hats. They're out in the lobby, but
They're
we've
sweet.
got Oregon Duck Hard AF hats for everybody. So we respect everybody else's campuses and cultures the way you should respect America as well. So, yeah, we're giving out all Oregon gear for that game with Hard AF Seltzer, and we're amped about it. The Illinois State story is really funny. They asked for it because all of their students root for Illinois.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it was like, great. We will be in all your bars, campuses.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I got that call this morning, and I
From
was
what
like, awesome.
It's not far from St. Louis. From what I hear, it's a fun.
It's a fun.
And it's 40. They said 40,000 people go to school there. So.
What city is it in?
Oh man, I forget. Not Carbondale.
And it's close. I just took this call.
Normal, Illinois.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that?
Stop it.
It's right in the middle,
Is
man.
it called Normal?
Yeah.
It's great.
I just drove past it on the way to Michigan.
To the people of Normal, you will have a 16-ounce, 8% seltzer come into your face in 11 days.
It looks like it's about half an hour southeast of Peoria, if you know where that is. Like the
I was born there.
Middle of the state.
Sure know where it is. God damn it.
Like
Bradley
literally-
Braves. It's
literally.
Bradley. It's Bradley. Big school there. Love to be a Bradley Braves supporter. We'll flip on over to baseball here. Dodgers got Mookie Betts back after 2 months. How are they, and can they now win it all again?
No,
I don't think
chance
they have
of
the
winning.
depth.
Okay.
No, the Dodgers.
The Dodgers can
they're-
almost certainly win it all.
They can't. Their pitching is so bad. Like they not even performing, not performance wise, but they are.
Didn't they just get Flaherty?
Yeah, they're the most. This is the most banged up roster in all of baseball, I think.
No, they are currently tied for the best record in the
Yes.
National League, but
Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
don't care.
The
Like,
Braves
I don't
and Phillies
care.
are in a tailspin.
Yeah, that's fine, but
The NL's weak as hell. Of
the
course they can win
the
NL.
only active pitchers they have with ERAs under 6 are Tyler Glasnow, who's had arm problems this year already.
He'll be all right.
And then fucking Jack Flaherty, who they just got in a trade. And we'll
I
see
just-
how he integrates into the National League.
I don't like the
you
depth.
never know.
The Dodgers have been for their entire run, the entire time, going back to like 2013, great regular season clubs. Every fucking time. They just always play well in the regular season. They always put shit together. The West is always a little bit, it's not weak this year, but a lot of times it's been weak. But they've always been a great regular season team.
So who wins the NL?
I mean, the Phillies should be the favorite right
The
now.
Diamondbacks again?
No, I think the Phillies
I think the
will win.
Diamondbacks are dangerous
They're
because
coming
they
back.
do still have that pitching that they had last year, which is not anything to be trifled
Yeah,
with.
we'll see. I mean, the Diamondbacks could sneak in through the back door. The Phillies have the best team in baseball, though.
Yeah, but we suck right now.
Right now, it's August. Who
I
fucking
know we're going
cares?
through our slump.
Second
We're
week of
getting out the
August.
way. I believe in us, but
I think
We need to
I
figure
think
things out.
I think Phillies winning the World Series.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bryce Harper deserves it. We'll see.
He's the fucking other than Shohei Ohtani, he's my favorite player to watch in baseball.
All right, Bryce
Same.
Harper won't deserve it until he actually gets it.
Bryce Harper is my favorite player to watch in baseball.
yeah.
He's not
He
more.
is.
He's not more fun. Well, the attitude, I guess, makes it better than Shohei.
That's what I love. I
But
love the fucking showmanship.
Shohei Ohtani is the best player in baseball by far.
Bryce Harper's had his moments, though, like going yard game 6 to win the game. That was dope.
He's just the dude. And if he hit the game-winning home run in the World Series, I think it'd be great for baseball. That's what I think. Or
NLCS.
Shohei if he were to do it as well.
The Dodgers have no chance to win the World Series. Honestly, they have no chance. Like a 5-game series and then 2 7-game series, there's no way that pitching rotation can make
I
it through
just
there.
don't-
It just can't. Because
You
they'll have
gave SMU a chance to win the
You
fucking
sure did,
ACC,
Bob.
but the Dodgers
the
can't
ACC
win
sucks a lot more than
World
all of
Series?
Major League Baseball. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Dude, the NL sucks, though. The Dodgers could easily run through
Just
the
telling
NL.
you,
They
dude,
don't-
they
they-
do
not
not have
that
the
easily,
back
yeah.
half of their lineup is fucking ass.
Yeah,
The,
they're
most of their
starting
rotation-
Jason Hayward and James Outman in the outfield right now,
Like-
and they're combined like hitting 201 with like 4 home runs.
There's
or something
just-
like
I
they-
did
that.
not know Jason Hayward still played.
Yeah, it's not a good thing for anybody. That
I mean, he
he's a
plays great
starter.
defense.
Great defender, not a great hitter.
They have an all-time
and then
top
Gavin
3.
Lux sucks. Max Muncy's been out all year. He's supposed to come back soon, but who the fuck knows,
Yeah.
right?
He hasn't been good though. This year.
Mookie,
He's been like
he's
poor
been
man
really bad.
Kyle
yeah.
Schwarber.
He's been really, really bad. Yeah, and then the rotation is fucked. Man.
Yeah, and no bullshit. Their top 4 of the lineup might be the best top 4 of any lineup ever.
ever. Yeah, 100%,
Unquestionably. But there's nothing after
Just
that.
got to get hot.
Or you just got to survive them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like in a 5-game series, maybe they win in that round. But 2 back-to-back 7-game series, they have a 0% chance of winning that. There's no way. They'll have at least 1, if not 2, bullpen games in each 7-game series.
I don't see anybody in the NL that's really on their
The Phillies are way better than the
Can I
Dodgers.
read you the odds to win the World Series
Sure.
on mybookie.com?
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
sure Baltimore has the shortest odds.
No, it is the Dodgers.
That's you.
It's
you're,
probably Dodgers-Yankees, right?
You are
Yeah.
throwing.
Yes.
You are throwing your
That's
money
insane.
away. The Yankees have a good shot,
Yes.
but
a great
Baltimore
shot.
is a better team. But the Yankees have a good shot.
So 5.5 to 1 for the Yankees. So it's 3.5 to 1 essentially for the Dodgers. So they're in first. Yankees are split with the Phillies, both 5.5 to 1. That makes sense to me. Baltimore at plus 680, which is,
they're still too young.
6.5.
Young core's too young.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? Give me these fucking
the
Astros.
at plus 1250, so that's 12.5.
That's probably the best bet, to be honest.
That is the best bet. They fucking win, dude.
Value-wise, that's the best bet.
When's the last time
Arizona Diamondbacks.
When's the last time the Astros missed the World Series 2 years in a row? It's been a while.
That has been a long
When
time.
they were the Phillies farm system? I don't know.
Yeah, when they took away the trash cans that year.
Because they won the World Series in 22 against the Phillies, and they did not make the World Series last year, correct?
Who was that?
The Astros.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because the Diamondbacks got beat by the Rangers.
Yeah.
And the Astros lost to the Rangers in the ALCS.
Yeah.
And they were in the World Series in 21. They were not in the World Series in 20. They lost the World Series in 19. They weren't in the World Series in 18. They won the World Series in 13. They have not been out of the World Series 2 years in a row in 7 years.
Yeah.
Like, those dudes fucking win in the postseason.
The Dodgers at this point in the season, how banged up they are at 3.5 to 1 is fucking crazy. Like,
dude, they're the favorites.
6, 7, 8, 9 in their lineup. Fucking, they're like, I haven't looked it up, but just knowing who bats in those positions, they're probably hitting a combined 220.
Are the Braves making the playoffs?
We're in right now,
I don't think so.
But I refuse to watch a single fucking game until Luke Jackson is off that fucking roster. I have never
That's convenient.
ever hated a baseball player more than Luke Jackson in my entire fucking life. Not players on other teams, not Derek Jeter robbing my fucking childhood of World Series after World Series, not fucking a Cardinals player in the mid-2010s beating us over and over. Like, nothing, no one, not Ryan Howard, just beating us to death. No one have I fucking hated more than Luke Jackson.
So you're telling me when the Braves are bad, you don't want to watch?
I've been watching this whole time, but Luke Jackson's been back for like a week and a half, and I can't fucking do it anymore.
He's been back for a week and a half and has lost us 2 games already.
I can't do it.
One of them where we were up 7 runs. And by the way, I'm not planning on watching until Snicker's fired. I think he's the worst manager in baseball. I've been saying this since the year before they went to the World Series. I said it the whole time they were at the World Series. He is the worst. He's got more talent that he's mismanaged than any manager maybe in Major League Baseball fucking history.
I said it to Tim
He's
Hudson's
so
face
bad.
when we were there.
Listen, the Rockies are going to sneak up on you. All right?
No, they're not. It's a AAA team at best.
Dude, if it was Brian Snitker that was like, yo, let's get Luke Jackson back, I want him gone.
I think he should be fired, and I think they should take his World Series ring away.
Yeah.
I want him gone, too.
It's I'm very like Robert De Niro and the fucking Untouchables about Luke Jackson. Like, I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want, like, just fucking, I don't actually, but like, god damn, I cannot fucking watch, because he gets the dumbest look on his face. Like, he doesn't even understand how bad he is at this point in his career. Every time he walks somebody, misses the fucking plate by 20 feet, he's just like, golly, what happened, you guys? Like, he doesn't understand. He's the dumbest motherfucker. I can't do it.
I'm giving you a signed Luke Jackson jersey for your birthday now, and I can't wait.
Let's burn it.
I can't wait.
Do the Mets have a
burn it.
chance to like really make a run?
Yes.
Mets are tied with the Braves
Yeah.
right now. They're tied with the fucking Braves right
Are
now.
they really going to win the NL?
So here's the thing about the Mets that I think is a huge advantage for them, and I think we talked about it on Tomahawk last week. They're house money. They have no pressure on them. And for years in the Pete Alonso era, it's been nothing but pressure because they had Scherzer and DeGrom and Lindor and Alonso, and it was like they're supposed to win the division every year. They're supposed to do shit in the playoffs every year with that rotation, with that fucking lineup talent, with their closer who was the best fucking closer forever. It has been enormous, unimaginable pressure on the Mets for years. And this year, they were supposed to suck ass, and they're just getting to play free. That's a dangerous team.
Yeah.
A team that gets to play free.
Mm-hmm. I agree, and that's what usually happens in these goddamn things. It's not usually the number one team in baseball. It's these weird wild card teams who are getting in there. I just put 200 on the Diamondbacks, 20-1.
But we're going to give Chris Sale the goddamn Cy Young, and you're going to miss the playoffs?
No, does he?
That
Give
never
it to
matters.
Skeens.
No,
Give it to Paul
Skeens won't have it. He'll have
Well,
like
the
23 starts maybe. You can't give it to him.
It's
Give it to
enough
him.
for me.
If they get the playoffs riding him, I think you do.
They're
not. They're not.
They've
getting
lost
it.
7 in a row. Yeah, it's
they're
been
not
rough
gonna
over there. It's been rough. They're 4 games under 500. If you were betting though on it right now, because the odds are up on my bookie, who do you take?
Astros.
100% at
Astros.
12 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
That's
100%.
unbelievable.
They've got pedigree. They have a great but underperforming team that's starting to gain traction.
Great fans down there. That
Yeah.
stadium rocks.
Yeah, I mean
every time.
that's the smartest money you can put. on any bet that's out anywhere right now.
They're just fucking winners.
And
dude.
do it right now before they fucking go up 10 games in that division in the next month too. Like do it right now.
Okay.
And I want to say like
Seattle's good, but
they're in what?
Are the Mariners ahead of them, or
They've been flip-flopping.
no, I think
no,
Seattle's up right now.
No, they're tied.
I mean
actually.
Houston, yeah.
They're tied.
Okay, so they're tied, yeah.
So, but I want to say Houston's been missing a ton of people too.
Houston's
and they're still there.
Houston's up 2 games played, which means, or I'm sorry, Seattle is, which means Houston is actually up because they only have to win. If they win the next 2 games, they're ahead no matter what.
Yeah. And so Kyle Tucker's been out for extended periods of time. I think Verlander has been as well.
Yeah. Verlander's barely pitched this year, but he's going to start pitching soon.
do the Guardians low-key stink?
No, they're good.
They're good.
No, they have a really good bullpen.
They're leading the league in for a while. I don't know if they still are or not, but they were leading the league in runs scored for a while.
And
no, their lineup is like I think mid, right? It's like 15th.
They've got dudes. Ramirez and Kwan are both
but
fucking great.
statistically, they're like
Yeah, they're not like a big
offensively.
7th in runs scored.
in MLB or AL.
6th in all of Major League Baseball, I think.
Okay, I mean that's
Well, no, hold on.
advanced
That's not right.
metrics.
That's not right.
Come on.
That's not right. Hang on.
Looking at the Angels here, my God, man. I mean, every fucking year. And they've got one of the highest payrolls in baseball.
Trout's out for the year
Why
again.
are they still in
Again,
Anaheim?
Get
them out.
It's weird, man.
They're 12th in runs scored in all of baseball.
Okay, so they're right about in the middle. Yeah.
And their
how do
starting
you-
pitching blows, right?
Stinks.
The Guardians?
Yeah.
No, they're pitching. No,
Their pitching's good.
They
Their
have-
starting pitching's
Their starting pitching
fine.
sucks.
No, it's
Alright.
fine.
It's their bullpen that is awesome.
It's not bad. Their starting pitching is really good. No names, but they've performed well. They've
but
given up the third least amount of runs in Major League Baseball.
You are correct that their bullpen is their biggest
I think it's
strength,
their
and
bullpen.
that's
It's the
October.
bullpen.
That's October.
It is. It is. Look.
That's the Royals won a World Series with a bullpen
Right.
slap hitters.
You get to the like 6th or 7th, it's over.
Yeah. And that kills you. If you are the other team and you're like, dude, if we don't score runs or take the lead before the 5th sometimes even, that's a nightmare to play against a team like that.
Looking back at Mike Trout, all of his injuries and everything else, how do you judge this guy now who is supposed to be the greatest of all time? He can't stay healthy. I feel bad.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer regardless. He's already put up the statistics to be a Hall of Famer, so that's what it is. But yeah, it sucks. He could have been. I think Fangraphs wrote about it recently, where it's like now he's basically like on a Ken Griffey Jr. type of track, but not even as good as that.
Yeah.
Instead of what he could have been, which was like a Mickey Mantle type of career track.
Yeah.
None of these 10-year contracts have ever worked out.
No.
Miguel Cabrera was the closest, but even then, towards the end, he was
Miguel
limping in there.
Cabrera got a triple crown. If you got to give somebody a 10-year contract to get even 1 year like
Did
that,
Bobby Witt just sign a 15-year contract?
something
He
crazy,
signed a
man.
long one, but he'll be worth it.
Yeah, he'll be worth it.
Fernando Tatis Jr. signed a 13-year deal. I mean, he's great when he's on the field.
You just don't sign guys, especially late. Like when they're approaching 30, you don't
Yeah.
sign the 10-year.
Although,
Yeah.
to be honest, like at the end of the day, I mean, when you sign him for a 10-year deal and you hear about it year one or the year before, and you're like, oh my God, that's so much money. By the 8th, 5th year of that
Super
deal, they're
cheap.
on a discount.
Yeah.
It's like Mahomes in the NFL, right?
That's true.
Like he's like not
That's
even
true.
a top 5
Yeah,
paid
by
quarterback.
2035, Bobby Witt's going to be such a steal.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
Yeah, because they're now saying that Dak Prescott could get $60 million a
Yeah.
year, and that's fucking
Whatever.
insane to me.
The only
That's the
discount,
market.
The only discount you get on those players is signing them as soon as you can.
But it doesn't make sense. Like the NFL is weird now, right? Like when's the last time the highest paid quarterback in the league won the NFL title? It would have been maybe Mahomes.
Well, it's whoever's
when
up,
Mahomes
right?
signed his first extension.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
that would have been the only time in recent memory that happened.
But the highest paid quarterback is always the guy that's up. His contract's up.
Yes, yeah, because it keeps changing over and over and over again.
So yeah, but like, look at the guys who were actually who was the 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks last year? It was a guy who restructured this year, Patrick Mahomes, and who else?
Purdy.
Brock
Brock
Purdy.
Purdy, yeah. The guy's $4.
Right. What about the year before that? It was Mahomes again.
Yes, and
And they
Jalen
lost
Hurts.
to Jalen Hurts,
And that was
Who was
before
the-
Jalen Hurts' big deal, too.
who was not getting paid. Maybe it also makes sense in the NFL to not pay the quarterback, frankly, right? Because look at the way that San Francisco has constructed their team. They've constructed their team to be great at everything and just have a guy come in and manage that situation.
But Mahomes was the highest paid when he got paid.
He was the
He was, yeah,
the
for
highest
that
paid
one year,
when he
yeah.
won
But
his
it's
first
just
Super Bowl.
every time somebody else's contract comes up, they got to get more. So
Yeah, but
so
like
not his first Super Bowl, his first Super Bowl after the contract.
But yeah, right. So he's the exception to every rule that we have.
even Burrow got paid a lot.
He
Yeah.
did. He
And,
did.
and has not. I mean, he did
doesn't
well
play.
in one of them. Yeah, but he's just been hurt the whole time.
Yeah.
If you seriously, I think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. But there are teams out there like J.J. McCarthy's going to be a good NFL quarterback.
Brock Purdy's
Did
gonna
you
get
watch him
paid.
over the weekend?
Yes, he's gonna. I told you coming out of the draft, I think he's the best quarterback in that draft. I think he's gonna fucking
I thought you were
not
sucking
better
off,
than the Redskins guy. What's his name? Jalen Daniels.
Jayden Daniels, yeah.
Jayden Daniels is going to be extremely good in the NFL, right? But I think over the course of a career, I think more winning success is going to be J.J.
He's
McCarthy.
a Redskin, though. He's not going to be very good.
He'll be good. He'll
got
put up
the
numbers.
talent. Scary
He'll put
Terry's
up
there.
numbers. I don't think they'll personally. I
bad
don't think the team will
organization.
ever win anything. Frankly, I just don't think
And
that.
he stinks.
But Jayden Daniels is awesome. He's the best. He's talent-wise, he's the best. But as far as an NFL quarterback, a Tom Brady type, somebody who's great for 20 years, right, and makes teams better, and they can actually win because they don't have to pay him $80 million a year. It's J.J. McCarthy's going to win an NFL title. He's going to win a Super Bowl.
No.
no,
I think
no,
all these
no.
quarterbacks kind of suck, though. I think eventually
I
this is
think
going to
this
be.
is a
I
great
watched
class.
Caleb Williams
Caleb
over the
looked great.
weekend. Holy shit.
Caleb Williams looks good when fucking the tacklers aren't on the field. The same way he did at USC. Jesus Christ, pay attention, dude.
I'm in on Caleb Williams,
He's
but-
breaking fucking interior arm tackles. That does not happen when your fucking edge rushers are actually on the field.
I'm saying this entire draft
Fuck outta
class,
here.
we're going to look back and be like, oh, that was kind of dog shit.
Caleb Williams is
No,
a
I
bust.
think there's three.
For quarterback-wise.
I think there's three very good quarterbacks in this draft. I think Caleb Williams,
Are you
J.J.
gonna-
McCarthy, and Daniels are all.
I thought you were going to say Joe Milton.
Although
No.
I think Joe Milton's going to surprise some people.
No,
I bet,
he's doing the Joe Milton thing.
Yeah.
He's doing is Joe Milton good?
Yep,
Yeah.
because he can throw the ball 90 yards
Yeah.
and wait till he actually has to have accuracy and shit.
No, Caleb Williams is going to be the only.
The only
good
pro-
quarterback that comes out of this.
that's what I think.
the only
too.
problem with those three quarterbacks, though, is that all three of them are on cursed franchises. Like franchises,
Yeah.
like J.J. McCarthy is at least on one that has treated quarterbacks well, and they just haven't won anything. But the Bears and Redskins, nightmare for
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
Right.
it has been.
It
Yeah.
has been, yeah.
For Alex Smith, for everybody.
Everybody.
Redskins. Shit.
Joe Theismann.
Not since Mark Ripien have they had a fucking.
But
Doug Williams, the only one to win a Super Bowl.
No,
there.
Mark Ripien did too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, after Williams.
Oh,
in
no
like
shit.
'91, he beat the Bills. He was one of the Bills' lot.
Oh, fuck. Was it really?
Did you watch McCarthy play?
I did.
Reads progressions quickly, makes good decisions, and he can run.
He
Like
had
he will
Yeah.
be an exceptional NFL
but he does
quarterback.
meditation and yoga.
Yeah, and he had a pick on his
Yeah, but he doesn't
second throw.
He doesn't
so-
paint his nails though. Right?
No, but
Yeah.
he looked up how to battle depression on Google.
Sure did.
Well, how else do you do it?
Yeah.
Ask
I
somebody?
don't-
No, that's fucking men don't ask directions, dude.
Caleb Williams looked really good. You know who didn't was Michael Penix Jr. Thanks again, Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
Great choice.
He'll be all right.
I mean, to be
Great
fair, he's gonna
choice.
be on Social Security in 2 years.
He'll be holding
anyways,
his
so-
clipboard.
True.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
You don't need skill to hold clipboard.
You don't need an eighth pick either to hold that clipboard.
Well, yeah, you didn't. Ken Dorsey didn't get taken in the first fucking round, did he?
no.
And it don't matter.
Sure did.
Kirk Cousins going to lead you to the NFC
If
Championship.
he plays, if he fucking plays, dude, coming back from an Achilles is not easy. And you know who? Again, I'll say this one more time. Aaron Rodgers does not look great, man. Like
Yeah,
something
he
is wrong
stinks.
with him.
He's old.
He doesn't
He's
care.
broken.
We'll
He's
see.
checked.
I don't think he gives a shit.
He's
but,
broken.
Yeah.
They also have big problems in the locker room right now with Hassan Reddick.
We're at the Jets.
Yeah, he's sitting out.
Yeah, he's sitting
Wants to
out,
trade.
and they pretty much told him
Give him-
today,
give
like,
him
you're
back.
not getting a trade. Come
Give
back.
him back.
Yeah.
Give him back to
Yeah.
Philly.
He signed a 3-year deal with Philly, played the first two, thought he overperformed. Philly didn't want to keep him because he was going to be this. He was going to pull this bullshit. They actually got the Jets' #1 pass rusher in the offseason, so the Jets traded for Hassan Reddick, and
Nightmare. Get Salah to a real team to coach. Like
get him out of there.
Yeah.
Get
Put him
back
on.
to-
Put him like on Minnesota or a team that is willing to like do the right thing and
What if-
spend money and shit like
What if
that.
he was just like a coordinator for maybe the 49ers?
What's Salah?
Man, can they get any better? Let's fucking relax.
Yeah,
they don't
no,
need a
he already
defensive.
was.
Well,
they
they
have
got-
all
he
the
was already
defensive.
the
I know
coordinator.
they have all
That's
the
the
defensive
joke.
talent.
That's the joke.
They got to win one. That's the only way they can get better at this point.
I guess.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got everything else.
Who would you pick for? We'll talk about this more with Derek on the 26th of
Monday. Instead of
Yeah.
Monday morning recap, we'll do the way too early NFL prediction
We're
show
getting
with
bumped?
Derek Wolf. Yeah, we're getting bumped. We're getting
Me and
bumped.
Rob are getting bumped for Derek Wolf.
Well,
Yeah.
Derek's got to go hunting.
It's all right. We got to
he's
do
gonna kill
our
a bison.
we got to do our outside the top 25 preview show.
Yeah.
at
That's
some
right,
point,
dude.
too.
That's right.
He's also a large man, so I don't know if I would bring it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I
but-
mean, I'll bring it up.
NFL
Super Bowl?
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Probably Jayden Daniels, right? Just because he's going to put up stupid numbers.
Unless
No.
JJ wins.
Unless JJ wins.
The two that I got in mind right now are Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Where did Neighbors go?
He went to New York Giants.
It won't be. Oh, come on, man. Get out of here.
I think he's going to have 1,000, 1,200 yards just because they're going to be down so much that you've got to chuck the ball to him.
Also, Kyler's just going to throw it up to Marvin.
Right. And so that's it. The numbers should rock for those guys. Whereas I think Jayden Daniels will run into some defensive nightmare problems.
I don't
there.
think Marvin Harrison Jr. spends more than 2 seasons in Arizona. I think something bad. Like, Kyler Murray's a piece of shit
Well, I think Kyler Murray will be gone.
as a human being.
But I think he'll be gone.
Maybe. I mean, they still have 3 years left on that deal.
They
That's why I
do,
think that.
but I think, hey, dude, you develop Marvin and the rest of those guys.
But
and
Marvin
then figure
does
out who your
like that's
quarterback
not how
is.
it works anymore. These guys want in their 3rd year they want that contract extension if you're a great player. And Marvin Harrison is the best wide receiver I've ever seen since Calvin Johnson. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know when someone's going to turn your legs to dust.
Yeah.
And especially you're playing 18 games now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
Like even like Justin Jefferson is as far as out of the gate the first 4 years of a career he's the best wide receiver in NFL history right now. Right?
Who's that?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
Stats wise, he's the
Stats
best
wise,
ever.
yeah.
I think Harrison can fucking do better than that, frankly. And if he does, in year 3 or after year 3, he's like, get me the fuck out
But
of
Jefferson
here.
was the same way. Then he got paid, and he's like, all right, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
We'll
Shut
see.
the fuck up real
We'll see
quick.
what
That's weird to
we'll
Jefferson,
see what
too, 'cause
motivates him.
he had
So
a
did
quarterback.
Adams. Devontae Adams did the same thing. Remember, he used to shit talk over and over again in Green Bay. Finally got the big contract from the Raiders. Haven't heard a word from him since.
Oh, he
Also
said he
haven't heard about
regretted.
the-
He said he regretted going to
leaving
the
the
Raiders.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Well, you can regret the team, but shit, dude.
Maybe
you
just
took the money.
I mean, yeah, like at some point though, that's what I never get is like I do get getting the bag, but like at some point, you want to enjoy where you work.
Yeah.
You know, like you're just not gonna have fun losing the whole time. Maybe if you got to leave $5 million on the table or something, I get that's a lot, but like. If you're getting so much already, like maybe you can leave a little on the table to have more, enjoy where you work more. But I know the players' union hates people doing that and stuff. Like just
Tyreek Hill could have won 4 more Super Bowls if he just would have stayed. I mean, it's fucking insane. And he went to Miami.
JJ
Well,
McCarthy.
it's a fun work environment in Miami.
yeah,
It is.
he's
It
still
is.
winning. Like it's
In life, you mean?
yeah. He gets to live
I mean,
in
dude,
Miami.
I mean, they're
In
not
life, but not on the field.
They made the playoffs. They're not playing meaningless football.
Right.
Like the Raiders are playing. You're sacrificing your body for nothing.
For
But
money.
if the two of those people
Yeah.
would have stayed together, if
That's
Tyreek
it.
Hill and Mahomes stayed together forever, holy
Also,
shit.
quality of life. I go from Kansas City to Miami.
That's an improvement.
Sign
it's a
me
big
up.
Kansas
improvement.
City's a shithole.
Yeah.
Paris to the Plains, baby.
McCarthy's going to have Aaron Jones, right?
Okay.
He's going to have Jordan Addison and, of course, Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson. He's going to throw for 4,500 yards as a rookie.
You can't tell me that if Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice, and all of them were on the team, like you'll never get me to buy into J.J. McCarthy ever,
Why?
ever. I watched it. Like he
You
threw a
know
pick
why.
on that second throw.
You know why?
He's a Baker Mayfield, guys.
He's-
It's Baker Mayfield
Are you-
2.0.
God, are you
Baker
out of your
Mayfield's
mind?
had a great
2.0,
career at this
dude.
point.
Baker
Do not
May-
insult
Baker
fucking Baker
Mayfield
Mayfield like that.
2.0.
Baker
You-
Mayfield was a stud in
You mean
college.
the rookie quarter or touchdown record?
J.J. McCarthy almost won a Heisman too.
Yeah, but he didn't put up the same stats. Like Baker was the actual reason.
Who won a
Oklahoma
national
was winning games.
championship?
J.J. McCarthy is better than Baker Mayfield.
Oklahoma
I think he will
didn't
be too,
lose
yeah.
because of Baker Mayfield.
I think
he-
Baker's got other issues, even though Baker is still great. Top 10 quarterback in the league, no question. But
I don't know about top 10, but probably
Top
top 12.
12.
Actually, his numbers might support Tom.
He had better numbers
he-
than Patrick
He's
Mahomes
probably
last year.
he's
Mike.
probably top 12, like for real. Because
Maybe.
there aren't that many great
No, there's
quarterbacks.
not.
there's not.
Not a lot of great quarterbacks. I'll just never buy. He never threw the ball in college, man. Like every
JJ?
game, every
need
game
to.
was like
Baker did.
14 passes. Baker
Hey,
did.
I know it's a different era at this point, but like, how much was Tom Brady slinging it? You know what I mean? Like,
But it was 25 years ago.
Baker
So
was-
he was there in '99.
Baker was
Yeah.
ninth in yards last year. Ninth in yards and
He had more touchdowns than
seventh in
Mahomes.
touchdowns.
But he does have the
top
greatest,
10.
great wide receivers, dude. Mike Evans, he's loaded down there.
That's
Sweet.
one guy.
Godwin,
one guy.
Loaded.
Godwin and Evans, I think, are the two.
I don't think
great
Godwin
Is another
wasn't he fucked up all year?
Look, they were one game away from the Super Bowl, right? I mean, weren't
They
they?
beat the Eagles.
Yeah,
They beat
No,
the Eagles, they lost the Lions.
Godwin's there.
that's it. I lost the Lions.
Man.
Something like that.
Godwin's there.
Mike
Mike
E-
Evans is there. I got a fucking badass tight end. I forget who their number 3 is.
They got Jalen McMillan from Washington, the I think he was their number 2 wide receiver. So he's got a lot of reps in at least.
Yeah,
playing in Washington.
And thank God the Falcons traded for Rondale Moore at the draft.
Is he still playing?
He's out for the year. Thanks for asking.
Wait,
he's out for the year.
How old is Rondale Moore?
28. It doesn't matter. He's not playing.
Is that it? I thought he was older than that.
He got hurt, torn ACL. He's out for the year. So big year for the Falcons. Yay!
I mean, it was never going to be a big year.
No,
you guys
but we should
win
start.
The division.
We should end the show with a suicide hotline because that's kind of where we're at.
Rondale Moore is 24 years old. Relax.
Is he really?
Yeah, I thought he was
young.
older than that.
He's out for the year.
Played at Purdue not that long ago.
It seems like he's been playing for 30 years. That fucking guy, dude. Either way, not great. Not great. He's out for the season. But that's what we have hope. Most teams, I don't have any hope this year, but you guys do.
Well, you know what the good
And
news
that's
is
what's fun.
for Braves fans tonight is that Trump and Elon Musk are doing a live interview on Twitter, so I don't have to watch that abortion of a fucking game.
You guys play?
San Francisco, they suck too, but
Yeah.
But Chris Sale's on the bump.
yeah,
I
that's
have
fine.
you on a parlay.
I'll check it out in the box score, bud.
You better show up.
Until at minimum, Luke Jackson's got to go. I think they should fire Snicker. I think it's a good time to do it right now.
We're gonna probably have to talk about it this week on Tomahawk too. Just about I think Anthopoulos has lost his grace period because this year has been. So I know, and
Every movie he's made has been bad.
yeah, some of it's not his
Burn it
fault. Like
down.
you can't. Strider and Acuna, we're really understating Strider and Acuna both going down.
Yeah, you mean like the front runner for MVP and the front runner for Cy Young?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not
Like
great.
it really, we're probably not giving that enough value to how important that was. But at the same time,
But
like,
blow it up.
No. Snitker hasn't
Start
won
over.
with them in the fucking lineup. He is incompetent as a
Move
manager.
the franchise. Fuck,
I mean, move to Austin. I'm down.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah, yeah,
Austin
yeah.
Braves.
Austin Braves.
Just leave the A on there.
Yeah, leave the
there you
A
go.
on there, and you're all good to go.
Be fucking fine. I don't give 2 fucks about Atlanta, buddy. Believe me. If I never have to go there again, it'll be too goddamn soon.
That's for somebody who used to live there his entire life. I'm with you. Thanks for tuning in, kids. Go to mybookie.com. Bet with us or against us. Just make sure you use that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Fantasy football drafts will be coming up soon here. I will make a post about that in Drinkin' Bros Sports on Facebook, and we'll start adding those groups. I think the draft night will be the Labor Day of that Monday. So that way, that Monday night, everybody's home. There's a Monday night college football game. You can throw that on the background and then draft your team. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of injuries this year, so we'll try to do it as late as possible. So that way nobody gets fucked over in the first round. As always, go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For Anthony Hollaway, Delco Dan, Hot Bob, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Monday Morning Recap. Good morning, everyone.